Okay, Mike, over the 35 years I've been collecting, I've found that the Great Britain line engraved postage stamps are very resilient pieces of paper. And this penny black here on this small piece of paper, what I'd like to do is to trim the piece of paper a little bit and then put it in water and remove the paper that really has no part of the story and doesn't add any value at all to it. And I'd like to see what happens to the stamp.
Good idea.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to trim the piece of paper that the stamp is on, okay, to make it a bit easier for us to put it in the water.
You never know, Bill, underneath when you take this stamp off paper, you might find the watermarks inverted.
Well, that's a thought. So what happens with watermark inverted? That's when they printed it on paper upside down.
Agreed.
So you've got
yes.
the watermark, which is there as a security feature. The paper has been put onto the plate, inverted.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got it. Okay, right. So I'm going to put this in the water. Okay.
Plain water. Yep.
I'm going to leave it in there for a couple of minutes, and we're going to see what happens. There you are. Queen Victoria goes for a swim. Hey Mike, it's separated. The stamp has come off the piece. Have a look. Look, it's come off.
Yes.
So we've now got two pieces of paper instead of one. We've got a piece of Victorian envelope there, which we don't want, and we've got a penny black all by itself. There we are. And it's a sound stamp. There's a little bit of gluttonous wash, gum on the back. We'll remove that. And we have no defects. We have no defects. We have one very sound, solid stamp.
And more presentable than it appeared on that page.
Yeah, and far more visual. Okay, Mike, so there we are. Instead of having a nice, decent looking stamp on a tatty piece of paper, we've now got a very nice looking single stamp off paper, which we know has no defects and is much more presentable.
And much more collectible.
Yes, the only caveat here would be that if that stamp had been damaged, maybe at the point of printing or maybe by careless storage by a collector, then when you put it in water, that damage would show up. For instance, if it had been thinned in the past, then you would show the thin. But if you have a sound basic stamp, then there's no problems putting a line engraved stamp into water. You cannot put the later Queen Victoria surface printed issues into water.
No. But these are hardy animals, aren't
but
they?
these were printed using a fast ink, so they're quite okay to put into water. Interesting.